Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with another live stream today. 7:30 p.m. Spain mainland time, of course 6:30 p.m. down there in the Canary Islands, and here I am coming to you today from this wonderful beach resort down here in Almeria, Andalusia, down there in the south of Spain. As you can see, a beautiful fine day today. Just joking, it's my green screen which has finally arrived, and the idea is to put different pictures, different images up on the screen as we go through these live streams from now on. So if you've got a video of Spain, of a nice picturesque location, a nice beach maybe, a nice photo, we can stick it up here on the background and we can enjoy some of Spain's finest scenery as we go through the news. Now we'll have a look today at the chat section. There's already plenty of action happening here. For example, John, let's have a look at John's comment here. Well, we're here in Nerja, very happy. Last Friday in Cordoba. How do people live here? The devil must live close, not in Cordoba, not too hot for him. Still enjoy John. Very hot in Cordoba, John, as we know. Hope you are enjoying Nerja. Hope all is going well down there. And obviously your trip through Spain, I imagine, down on the ferry from the UK down through Spain, stopping off on the way to your destination, Nerja. Very good, down there in Malaga. What else we got going on? M. Ast coming in. Listening from California is M. Ast. Rob saying, my queen is unwell. We are waiting for the UK for news. My queen, if you like, Rob, the British monarch, Queen Elizabeth, apparently not too well at the moment, and the family's coming in from all over the globe just in case she doesn't make it through the night. So we'll see what happens there. We might have a new monarch soon. Who knows? Will it be Charles? Will it be William, or whoever's next in line? Time will tell. I think Charles is the next in line, but hopefully the Queen gets better. Let's put that out there. Hopefully the Queen gets better. Frank Fernandez, West Sussex, 17 degrees there today, says Frank. Erica coming in from Terrassa. Amanda coming in from the UK. Also commenting about the Queen there. Babs coming in from Wales. Alan coming in, Oles Eduardo. God save the Queen, says Alan. Babs coming in from, we said Babs from Wales. And Brian coming in from Seattle. Now we'll have a look at the first piece of news today, which is this one here. What can clean up Magaluf? The Economist is asking. Summer flights to Mallorca often crackle with the sound of beer cans being opened. Visitors to the sunny Spanish island commonly plan to drink until they drop, but Mallorca's authorities and many of its residents grow even more tired of turismo de borrachera, drunken tourism, the kind that leaves beaches strewn with rubbish and pavements splattered with vomit. Over the years, they have brewed endless plans to clean things up. The most recent new rules dictate that all-inclusive resorts in the noisiest swaths of the island may provide guests with no more than 6 drinks a day, 3 of them at lunchtime and a maximum of 3 at night. Revelers in the affected zones, which include Magaluf, Mallorca's grimmiest party town, have had to say adios to organised pub crawls and happy hour drink steals. But chance can still snap up bevies at supermarkets, but stores are no longer entitled to sell alcohol after 9:30 p.m. Businesses which break the rules risk fines of up to 600,000 euros or $613. So there we go. The cleanup is on of the Balearic Islands, places like Magaluf, trying to get rid of the turismo de borrachera, as we can see here, drunken tourism, which, let's be honest, nobody likes except the drunks themselves. And Mallorca saying that enough is enough, and trying to get rid of this type of tourism, which I must say is pretty ugly, especially if you're in a place like Mallorca with a family. Although if you are traveling to Mallorca with a family, I wouldn't recommend a place like Magaluf. Probably better to stay away from there. Now we're up to 35 likes. I'll just put the little like icon on the screen if I can. There we go. So hit that like button below if you haven't done so already. We'll see if we can get up to 50 likes in the next couple of minutes or so. So on the topic of Magaluf, Mallorca, other parts of Spain where this drunken tourism, the turismo de borrachera, as we just saw, borrachera, trying to clean it up, and no doubt that there is a mandate out there from some regional governments to get rid of this type of tourism, to get a more tourist, family-friendly type of tourism happening in Spain, and also a higher-end tourism as well in places like Mallorca, which, as we know, have encouraged, or places like Magaluf have encouraged this drunken tourism over the last few decades. And not only Magaluf, but other parts of the country as well. So these restrictions coming into force, drinks limits, some restaurants and bars, you can't wear the football strips anymore. You can't have your Liverpool strip on. You can't have your Man U strip on. You can't have your Chelsea strip on if you go into these places. Your Glasgow Rangers strip, your Celtics strip. So cracking down on that type of tourism, and we'll see how it plays out over the next few years, whether or not they do get rid of this type of tourism here in Spain. All right, good. What else is going on here now? The second piece of news we'll have a look at quickly. This one here. The electricity bill would go up by €842 in Spain and €3,091 in the UK. How countries are trying to lower their bills. Investment manager Fidelity has calculated that how much consumers' energy bills in Europe's largest economies could rise over the next 2 years if governments do not intervene, and the picture is as follows. In Spain, households would pay on average €842 more in 2024 than they do now. In Italy, €2,668 more. France, €2,783 more. And in Germany, €2,946 more. However, it is the British who bear the brunt, as their bill would rise by €3,091 compared to today. The energy crisis is hitting families hard in Europe, and countries are trying to plug the financial drain with formulas that, in an increasing number of cases, are aimed at the extraordinary profits of energy companies and sectors that are multiplying their profits in the current scenario. So there we go. That is the case here, how the electricity bill would increase if governments do not step in to lower prices, and that's what governments are trying to do at the moment, lower prices. But as we have seen here in Spain, not an easy thing to do, reducing VAT, other things that they have been trying to do, gas price caps and things like that. Spanish government has been working overtime to bring electricity bills down, but haven't really been successful, and those are the increases that we're going to see in a few years' time if nothing is done. All right, we've got Roland coming in from Minneapolis, City coming in from Barcelona. Pablo saying that I need my swimmers on. True, on this beach here. It's a little bit hot, I must say. Babs, gorgeous coastal views with mountains in the background. Yes, thank you, Babs. Exactly. Showman and Bailey, Nurk is stunning, off there next month. Love the background, says Bill. St. Pete to Madrid, Dave. Like the new background. Thank you very much for that, Dave. Nurk is awesome. So is Frigiliana, says D. Very nice part of Spain indeed they are. Maybe we can get a picture of Nurk up on the screen for the next live stream. What else we got going on here? York, pleasant 24 degrees there today. And Angela coming in. Hello, Stuart. And Alice there watching from a hot Estepona, also down there in Malaga. Thanks for the information over the years. Much appreciated, says Alice there. Thank you very much, Alistair, for that chat comment there. And Dirk coming in from Villajoyosa in Alicante. All right, good. Now we'll get into the third piece of news today, which is this one here. Alcaraz takes care of Sinner on a monumental night in New York. In the early hours of the morning, 2:50 a.m. in New York to be exact, a completely wild action-reaction ends. Carlos Alcaraz dug his knees into the center court and gasped exhausted after a historic tug-of-war with Yannick Sinner. It is said that the 19-year-old Spaniard is made of different stuff, and he proves it. He dodges a match ball against him, gets up and sets up a stratospheric victory, 6-3, 6-7, 6-7, 7-5, 6-3. I had to stay calm and have faith, said Alcaraz, who has become the youngest player to reach the semi-finals of the New York Major since American Pete Sampras in 1990, who went on to win the tournament, did Sampras that year. So we'll see if Mr. Alcaraz is able to emulate Pete Sampras and win the US Open Tennis Championship. And he is a new tennis sensation here in Spain. Of course, Rafa, we saw the other day, bowed out. I think it was in the quarterfinals maybe that Rafa bowed out. And of course, this new tennis star, Carlos Alcaraz from Murcia, hoping to win his first major, the US Open, this year. And he's on the right track, I think, considering that Djokovic is not playing. Kyrgios has been knocked out. Nadal's out. So it's a pretty open run there, I think, for Alcaraz, as long as he can get over his next few opponents. All right, what else we got going on here? Vesky coming in. Summer will be over for us in Madrid after this Sunday, probably. Summer has its days numbered. Kathleen saying, lovely green scene stew. Thank you very much for that. Makish coming in. Yes, Stu, now we're talking. Good to have the green screen. Love the background, says Erica. The Queen RIP. Has the Queen passed away? I have to check the news and see if that is the case. I'm not sure. But people are saying that it is indeed the case. Let me just check if somebody's written the RIP there. Let me check. Yes, unfortunately, Queen Elizabeth II is dead. She has just passed away, so that is the end of her reign. All right, good. So some sad news today, and I'm sure that people are glued to television sets around the world with this latest news. So I might even cut the live stream short today as well, considering that is the story that's dominating at the moment. Some sad news coming out of the UK, as Queen Elizabeth has died at the age of 95, I believe. So, as I said, some sad news there. And unfortunately for a lot of people, it will be an absolute tragedy, the passing of a monarch who has been on the throne for a long, long time. But she had some big celebrations recently, but obviously not able to hit the 100 mark, unfortunately, for Queen Elizabeth II. So, the royal family in mourning today, and I'm sure many other people in the UK and around the Commonwealth today. All right, good. Now we'll go into the next piece of news here. We'll just go through the news and get it out of the way. The government asks the Public Prosecutor's Office to stop the Toro de la Vega event. The Ministry of Social Rights and Agenda 2030 has asked the Public Prosecutor's Office to adopt measures to stop the controversial Toro de la Vega tournament scheduled for this Tuesday, 13th of September, in Tordesillas in Valladolid, as it understands that, according to its new regulatory basis, it could lead to a crime of animal mistreatment. This is what the Secretary of State for the 2030 Agenda, Lilith Verstringe, and the General Director of Animal Rights, Sergio Garcia Torres, have requested in a document presented this Thursday at the Environmental Prosecutor's Office. So there we go. The left-wing side of the government, the Podemos side of the government here, pushing for the Toro de la Vega event to be banned, because it can be a crime of animal mistreatment. If you're not familiar with this, it's an event that happens every year in Tordesillas, which is in Valladolid, about 180 kilometers north of Madrid. And it's been going on for the last 500 years, so it's one of these traditions here in Spain. And a bull runs through the town and passes through the town, people chasing it on horses or on foot. And then they get it into like an open type of field, where, not anymore because I think this is banned, but before they used to stab it to death with big sticks and things like that. So it's quite an ugly event. I've got a video here so you can check it out for yourselves. We can see there the bull surrounded by horses and people there with lances and sticks throwing them at the bull until the bull, unfortunately it has not much option here, passes away. It fights, as we can see, and that's what people obviously like, the bull fighting back. But the central government deciding to step in and ban this festival. And let's say that the locals in that area are up in arms. All right, good. Now we'll go through to the Queen has died. Del Bosque Gebet. Yeah, seen that. Like the new background. Queen has passed away. Please end the live for respect. I will do, Rob, but we have people watching from different parts of the country, from different parts of the world that might not be familiar with the British royal family, so I will cut it short at about 20 minutes. Thank you very much for the advice. Miguel coming in from Derbyshire. Jose Antonio coming in from Ciudad Real. What else we got going on here? Dirk coming in, just talking about the something, not sure. And Erica saying that hopefully the Toro de la Vega will stop. All right, good. Now, I'm going to cut this live stream short. Obviously, the news that's dominating at the moment is what's happened in the UK. So I think it's the best thing to do. People will be glued to their television sets because it's not every day that a monarch of that magnitude passes away. So I'll say thank you very much for watching today. We'll be back again on Sunday with another live stream. So until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of the day, and see you later. Bye-bye.